okay? Part A is hospitalization coverage, okay? And I always tell my clients there's no reason to really there's just no reason to be, how do you say it? There's no reason to be too detailed, okay? But I'll give you an overview real quick, and I'll tell you this, and you can do it like this. I mean, you could always do things, search them this way. The deductible, $1,676, right? So the deductible for Part A is $1,676 as of 2025, all right? And that deductible there's a benefit period associated with it. So what that means is every 60 days, that deductible starts over. So if you're in the hospital for 10 days, you pay a $1,676 deductible, you're gonna have copays after that, things like that. If you're out of the hospital for 50 days, you don't have to pay it again. But if you're out of the hospital for 61 days, you have to pay it again. So in order for it to really be covered, the way that you cover it up is you need to have, and we'll talk later, a little bit about Medicare supplements or Medicare Advantage. You can choose one of those options to make sure you don't have to pay this. But if you just have regular Medicare and you never do anything, that is your deductible. Okay. Now there's going to be a bunch of additional copays and co-insurances and things like that. We're not going to dive too deep into that today because we have a lot to cover. But Part A, best way to explain it is hospital. That is your hospital. Think of it as, so you could think of it as room and board, right? So I like to do it. I'm a very detailed person. So if you're listening and you're not watching, I'm typing this thing out on the computer as I go. I like everything to look like it's supposed to look. I don't want one word to be bigger than the other. So the Part A is hospital. And that is going to cover you for your room and board. It covers you for the hospital bed. It covers you for the materials, the food. It covers you, the light bill, everything. That's what's there for the hospital. That's what you have to. That's what pays the bills there, right? Keeps the lights on. We need the lights to be on. So the next thing we're going to discuss real briefly is Part B. Okay, and Part B is medical. Say it with me, medical. So medical is exactly what it sounds like. Part B is, it's going to be your, the way I like to put it is, doctors, surgeries, lab work, things like that, etc. Okay. Part B, there is a deductible, and that deductible is, as of 2025, it is $250 deductible. And that'll go up and down. It's going to historically go up over the years. You might have a year where it goes down, but that happened recently, but it most of the time will go up. And over time, it will go up. It's just how it's going to go. So Part B is medical. Think of it like this. If you don't have Part B, your doctor's office visit's not going to be covered. If you go to the hospital and you have a surgery, it's not going to be covered. So you need to have A and B, okay?